Welcome back to another development tour with myself, Kaz, from Property by Kazy. Now, this is another one of my projects. It's another purchase, another auction property, another flip, and hopefully another six-figure profit. So today we are in Fulham. Now I'm going down, so it's another basement purchase. Now, for this auction purchase, I'll be honest with you, I may have done everything wrong. I didn't view the property before. I made a mistake in some of the legals. However, we bought it for the right price, and I'm a problem solver, because as an entrepreneur, sometimes you got to look at solutions rather than problems as a way to make money. So, welcome to my new project. As I mentioned outside, I kind of messed up on this a little bit. However, because of my years of experience, I've found ways to solve problems that hopefully help us make money. But before I get to the problems of this purchase, let me just talk about the purchase in general. One bedroom flat. In terms of the properties that I buy, this is actually in pretty good condition. Recently painted, carpet's not the best, but probably livable, and realistically probably could have been rented out straight away. But I'm not in the buy-to-let model. It's a great model for some people, but for me, I'm in my wealth creation mode. So I have to add value every step of the way. So we were previously in the living room. We're now in the bedroom. There's a one-bedroom flat, good size, over 10 square meters. If you follow me, as you walk through the property, good size corridor, really like when you can see from front to back, basically dual aspect. Good size family bathroom, really dated, but is functional, could have been rented out. And then finally the kitchen. Again, needs some TLC, some new appliances, could have worked, but we're gonna completely rip it out and start again. So my first mistake was not viewing the property. I wasn't in the country at the time, so viewed it online, looked at the videos, looked at the legal pack, and realistically missed a few things. Number one was there was a leak in the ceiling. The ceiling was actually falling down. Now, the good thing is we actually managed to fix that really cheaply, cut a hole when it was just a hole in the washing machine from upstairs, but could have been a much bigger issue. So would always advise viewing the property first. The second issue, and a lot more important, was I misread who the freeholders were. Now, I thought the freeholders were housing association, which would have meant peppercorn, ground rent and service charges. However, they were a private freeholder with service charge and ground rent combined, including a payment to the sink fund of £5,000 a year, which would have really devalued this property. So in my head, I was panicking. But again, you have to find solutions. So because all of the flats have been purchased separately, we teamed up with the rest of the leaseholders in the building. We're going to purchase the freehold. We're going to get those service charges down to zero, which is going to help to add value when we look to exit and sell the property. And it's a win-win for the other leaseholders who either live or rent those properties, as they're going to reduce their overheads. So it's all about finding solutions to your problems that are mutually beneficial to help add value. So in terms of what we're going to do to this property, it's your 1 to 2 bedroom with a rear extension. Internally, we're also going to make some changes. We're not going to touch any of the structural walls. We're not going to touch the chimney breast. But what we are going to do is add a partition just here, a separate entrance. This living room will be made slightly smaller. It will be the smaller second bedroom. So we're going to be bedroom number 1 at the front to include the bay. This entrance will service the family bathroom. And then behind that, you're going to have the shower room, which is also going to be the ensuite for the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is going to be the existing bedroom with the addition of an ensuite shower room. So it's going to remain a really good size, but just have the benefit of the shower room. So 2 bed, 2 bath, really great for sharers, great for a young family. So it's going to have a high demand at the end of the project, hopefully. So in terms of the plans back here, just here where I'm standing will be the doorway to the entrance to the new open plan kitchen living room. We're going to get rid of these partitions, get rid of the bathroom and open this all out. But we are in Fulham. Areas like this, you get great prices, pounds per square meter. So extending is always a great way to add value. Now, as I take you outside, you're going to see we actually have a staircase above our property. So typically you wouldn't be able to extend. But we've had a great deal with the neighbors upstairs, have built great relationships. We're going to build our extension. While we build it, we're going to build them a nice roof terrace. So it's a win for them, win for us. We get an extension, they get some outside space, and it works for all parties involved, and hopefully should work for us when it comes to the GDV. So I've just been chatting to my new pal, my neighbor Adam, aka Ginger. He's liking the sounds of the plans and I'm liking them even more. We're going to be doing the rear extension here, building a roof terrace for the neighbour above. We've seen similar examples from precedent, so hopefully the council likes it and we can get cracking. I'm super excited to take you on this journey with me, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing regular updates, regular site visits, and if you want to learn even more, in the description is the link to join the PBK community. See you real soon.